Mortgage, and I'm here with the amazing Luke Anderson of Beach and Forest Realty. Hey, look, if you've been thinking about getting into the investment market and you're looking for something that's high cash flow, something that's going to turn a very nice profit month over month, condos are probably the market for you. And so we're here to give you a little insight on why that might be. Luke?
Yep. So one of the things that I deal with clients whenever they're calling me and they want to make an investment, but they don't understand how all the numbers work. So I thought we'd create some content and a video about exactly what all goes into that decision-making process. And the first one is the purchase price, whether or not they're paying cash or financing. So Jenny, tell me about financing a condotel.
Yeah, so there are a ton of different options for financing a condotel. It's really going to come down to what your personal goals are as to which makes sense. Because when you're thinking about doing an investment property in this space, there's a few different buckets that you have to think of. The first is going to be your cost of acquisition. The next is going to be, what are you turning month over month? What's that gross rental income, your GRI as it were? And then really, what's your cap, right? What's your cap on return when you really look at those net operating expenses as well? And so the financing, one, just know there's a lot of options out there, but the real question is, are you having the full conversation about what this property is going to do for you? Because it takes a team. It's the right lender, it's the right realtor, it's the right tax professional to make sure that we're really getting closely attuned to your goals and then fitting a program around that.
Yeah. So short-term rentals is a huge topic in our area.
Yes.
There's a lot of legislation that's potentially happening around short-term rentals, property managers, but I wanted to go over some numbers of, it's great because homeowners association fees, that's going to be, that is what it is. You're going to be able to find that it's a real number. It's not going to fluctuate. That's going to be what it is. Your taxes in Horry County are public information. We can look up exactly what the taxes are.
Yes.
Utilities, you can ask the seller for, hey, provide me the annual utilities if it's not included in the HOA. You have insurance, we can get an insurance quote, or you can ask for what they're paying in insurance now. So these are kind of not fixed numbers, but they're numbers that we can easily find. The things that really get interesting is whenever you get into, like Jenny mentioned, the gross rental incomes. Well, you need to have a real estate professional that's running rental income comps, just like they do a purchase price comp.
Absolutely. And then on the other side of that, where financing is concerned, what we're going to do is we're going to back up what your realtor is telling you by doing two appraisals. So we're going to do the first, which is the appraisal on the property itself, to make sure the sales value is there. The secondary is a rental appraisal, and you can do that based on long-term numbers, so somebody being there month to month as a standard renter, or short-term weekly numbers. And that can be done whether there's a comp directly like it or not, but still give you a great idea of what it could pull based on other properties in the market.
That's right. So there's two other pieces of information that are critical for you to be able to make an informed decision when it comes to condotels. One that is such a bad word, but it really shouldn't be, is assessments.
Ooh.
Yeah, see that
reaction?
Assessments should be a part of any healthy condotel's building. The maintenance needs to be, they need to maintain the building. They need to complete the updates. You want to make your building to ooh and awe your potential renters whenever they go into the common areas. Also, we're beside this huge, big, salty body of water, and the salt air, it just
has a major impact.
Right. Yes. So if your building hasn't had an assessment in 10 years, it's going to impact your rental income. So assessments are investments in your investment. So last point is property management splits, choosing the right property manager. Jenny talked about having the right team.
Yes.
I can't think of another important part of having the right property manager.
Absolutely, because they contribute so much to the flexibility of your unit, what you can do with it, what amenities are associated with it, what costs are going to come up based on how they manage the property. And I think, the other key person that I might have mentioned, but just in case I didn't, is your tax accountant.
Yeah.
Because having the right accountant and making sure that you're getting the write-offs and the proper tax advantages to owning a rental property, all of that is so key to making sure that you're maximizing your investment. It's also really important to understand, again, your goals. If you're looking for hand over fist cash, that means that you have to be a little less risk adverse, that you have to be okay jumping in, because these types of properties are the real estate equivalent of the stock market versus like a long-term rental home, which is low and slow, and you're gonna get your monthly rent and the equity build. However, it's more like a bond or CD where it's gonna take a little bit more time. All great, but if you're looking condo towels, it's an incredible product.
I love that analogy, Jenny.
Yeah.
That's so good. Guys, if you have questions about whether or not you'd like to add a condo hotel to your investment portfolio, please reach out to me, Luke Anderson, or my wife Adrian with the Anderson team with Beach and Forest Realty. Have any questions for Jenny King with U.S. Mortgage?
Absolutely. Thanks, guys.